Welcome to our continuing YouTube video series on business and investment opportunities in the midst of the COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic. My name is Christopher Neufeld of Neufeld Legal, and in this particular video we'll be discussing some aspects as to where there might be good opportunities for business and investment emanating from the recent pandemic. Now, one of those key opportunities that one needs to look at is going to be the ever-growing market in the cleaning and sanitization business. Now, existing models and price models are going to need to be shifted as a first point, so that existing contracts, especially long-term contracts, are going to have to undergo significant changes. But beyond that, one needs to be looking at what the impact of this change is going to be. Well, we've got a couple areas that we could be looking at. Firstly is the main cleaning business. And here there is going to be exceedingly higher levels of cleaning being required by businesses. And there's only so much that can be done by the business units themselves that are working there. Saying that because people who are working in especially any customer-centered environment are going to have to be doing a fair amount of ongoing cleaning in their business. And that's only going to be the basics. What there is going to have to be a focus on, ever more so, is a more thorough, extensive cleaning process that needs to be undertaken once the business closes and before it opens on a daily basis. This is going to be pretty much dictated by government and customer norms, such that there's going to be a lot more manpower required and a lot more chemical usage that's going to be required to take care of the necessary treatment. And this is naturally going to increase into a rise in the cost, such that when we mentioned at the beginning that current models are going to have to substantially change, that is a reality. There's going to be a greater degree of verification required, but also a greater degree of time being put into this work and a greater amount of cost. A lot of stuff is probably also going to, you'll see this shift to a degree of robotic cleaning or ultraviolet impact, a lot more spraying, a lot more work in the area of what is the extent of the cleaning that needs to be done, what areas need to be cleaned more commonly. There might be also a requirement that offices get a bit more cleaning friendly, so that the treatment of the cleaning crews or sanitization crews can be more efficiently processed. On another note, there is going to be an increased rise in sanitization and protection equipment and products, such that key chemical companies and resellers are going to be playing an ever greater role. There will also be a fair amount of personalized branding that goes into these sanitization products, especially with the degree of sanitization, whether it's hand cleaner, wipes, disinfectants, sprays that are going to be required. Similarly, masks and gloves are becoming ever more prevalent, but those also will need to be optimized so that they have a far better appearance. And this is going to create opportunities of themselves for customized and branded masks and gloves that are slightly more appealing and can be sold at volume for discounts, just given the numbers and quantities that are going to be sold. So these areas also provide a significant opportunity. So one should be looking at those opportunities and seeing where best to pursue them, whether it's entering into those businesses, pursuing investment opportunities in those businesses, looking at businesses where they are remodeling, where they are becoming aggressive, and pursuing those angles. A lot of it is going to be dictated by either with respect to cleaning, the personnel who are involved and the reputation, how long-term the contracts are, because the contracts are going to have to change. As we said, the costs are going to go up significantly with respect to the amount of work that's being done on a per location basis, which gives greater opportunity for these businesses. Similarly, the reselling of health equipment, whether they're masks, gloves, or chemicals. There are opportunities both on the business side and on the investment side, given that the opportunities will continue to grow. Technological advances also in the sanitization and cleaning side will continue to abound as there are increased efforts to make the workplace, the customer experience locations, whether it's restaurants, offices, gym facilities, a lot more cleaner. And this is going to all reflect in added costs that somebody is going to have to bear. And at the end of the day, the cleaning people are going to be able to dictate a fair amount of those costs, given that there is going to be such an increased demand and necessity for it. It is going to be literally unavoidable, and businesses will have to incur those costs or face the wrath of their local health departments and also their customer bases. Well, I trust you found this YouTube video informative and presents some new opportunities for pursuing business and investment as this pandemic hopefully comes to an end and people are able to move forward. Thank you.